my Wi-Fi, I wasn't getting a lot of Wi-Fi where I was at, and um, I was outside, and I guess I was not close to home, and I think it wanted to cut off, and so I decided to wait till right now and talk about one topic. It's, if you can look at it, find it in, it's called Distorted. In the video that I did one time, it was very hard to talk about it, but I'm glad I got it out. Um, I think it's called Distorted. Um, and that's what I want to talk about. Like, my mind was so distorted, so I couldn't even see a dad and a daughter together, like, bonding together, because in my mind, it's like I already knew what they were doing. I was already misjudging them. I even saw like a pastor and his daughter being so close, and I just felt like something was wrong there, like he was doing something to her. And that's what I want to talk about, that my mind was so distorted. I kind of ruined my first marriage because I with my ex-husband, I was okay when I had my boy, but when I had my girl, I became so overprotective of her. And one time I was changing her diaper, and it's like I was always trying to find something, like an evidence or something that he did something to her. It was just all my head. I started feeling like something, he did something to her. And well, one time he went to work, and I even literally took her to the doctor and have her checked, and I said that I feel somebody touched her. But they checked on her, and they told me that she was okay. Yeah, that she was okay. And so I was, after the doctor told me that she was okay, um I kind of like one time I remember confronted him, and I remember causing our own arguments because I felt like I couldn't trust him with my own kids, and he was the real dad, but I couldn't trust him. And that was all in my head. I was fabricating things that, just because that's how distorted I was. And so I would cause arguments, and then I would tell him, if you ever touch any of my kids, I'm gonna kill you. And he would look at me like I'm crazy. And I remember one time I even went as far as saying to him, if you're not satisfied with me, then I don't mind if you want to bring one of your friends, female friends, but like a threesome. Later on, I learned about what that was because I would watch talk shows, and um, he looked at me like I was crazy. And as I told him, I'd rather you do things like that than ever do anything to my kids. I always call them my kids, although they're his kids too, but they have always been my kids. Always, I guess I became more overprotective when I had my little girl. And I guess because I didn't want her to go through what I went through. And eventually, the things that you fear the most wind up happening, because later on, um, that's another video. Look for it. I think it's called Another Generation. Um, my my we were bouncing. Me and my ex we were young, and we were bouncing. I was bouncing like back to my parents and going back with him, and like that, and like that. And one time I was with my parents, and the same person, to make the story short, the same person that did things to me was the same person that did to my daughter, you know. But I, um, I, um, I, I was. I kind of broke the whole family apart, because after that, it was like something happened. It was like all hell broke loose, and it just it, this is what I want to talk about. That uh, this is what I want to talk about. That about sexual abuse, trauma, and not only that, not the bad, but the good is that what God is doing in my life, what God can do in your life. That is the best. I can tell you everything that I've been through, but you know what? It it just changed. I am who I am now because of everything I've been through. And I feel healed in my head. I feel like I can be useful, and it's like God replaced every bad thing to something good. I can do it, turn it to something good, you know, and we can do it and turn it to something good. We can all get together, and we can all help each other, and we can um, reach out, and touch somebody. That's all I want to say. Um, and also, it's abusement awareness and anxiety. Your anxiety levels go down when you're able to talk about it, and not keep it inside. um, I'm using mine as to reach out a lot of people, a lot of people. I am so mad at the devil. He tried to destroy me, but I got news for him, because I'm gonna destroy him back, and I'm gonna use the same tools that he used on me. I'm gonna use them, the same tools, because I'm trying to gain people for God, and he doesn't like that. He messed with me so much because he was terrified of what God can do in my life. God is terrified of you because of what you can become in God. Don't let nothing stop you. Listen to that, to your heart. Don't get stuck. Get help. There's a lot of help, out there. And sometimes you don't even have to pay for it. They go according to your income. There's no reason why not to get the kind of help. But let me tell you, if you're feeling like stuck, it's the devil. The devil wants to keep you there, and don't say nothing, because he's terrified. He's terrified of who you're going to become. God bless you.